This is unfortunately something that's now a common thing in China. We wanted to show you this.
This is insane.
Okay, so we get out of here so you can see.
I translated this so you guys can just read the subtitles.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to pause it over.
No.
如果一辆车疯狂的在朝我行驶，那我马上趴在地上，能成功吗？不能成功。可不可以这样做？不可以。为什么？转弯会压到我们，跳起来，让车从我的身下开过去，然后我再落地，这样可以吗？可以。为什么不可以啊？你跳得不够高，所以你跳起来的结果是会被车直接撞得飞起来更远，更加危险，不能做。那么我转头疯狂的跑吧，逃离吧。 可以吗？不可以啊，因为车比我们的速度要更快，对吗？我们接下来让这辆车追我试一下。我看到车了，我向一侧跑。如果这辆车它向我冲撞，目标是我的话，它改变方向的速度仍然比我跑的速度要快，对吗？那么正确的应该是怎么样的？当这辆车向我疯狂的行驶，准备向我撞击的时候，注意看我要怎么做。注意看。 向车辆斜后方进行逃离。跑。
So okay, let's have a little discussion about this. This is obviously you know, they're at the fire station / police / safety course for the kids, but they are being told how to avoid murderous drivers that are trying to run you over.
Yeah.
You know, like when I was a kid, we learned traffic safety, right? And it's like, look right, left, right again.
Yeah.
You know, before you cross the road, you know, how to obey the street signs and that type of thing. Not, if a guy's trying to run you over, what do you do?
Right. And then all the scenarios about like, no, if you do this, he will, if his goal is to kill you, then he's still gonna kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
You're having to teach this to kids.
Little kids.
You know what the craziest thing about this is this has become such an insane problem in China, such a pervasive problem. In fact, a daily problem. That there are mass killings and mass attacks with vehicles every single day. I said this in something I was working on. You remember the Toronto 2018 van attack, right?
Yeah, it was devastating.
That equivalent, or worse, is happening every day in China right now.
Every day.
It's insane, but this
With
is the
far more
craziest
fatalities.
thing. This is the craziest thing.
Yeah.
This video, where this, man, props to the firemen and props to these guys teaching these kids this stuff. It's necessary.
It's necessary, but it shows you how bad it is if this is necessary.
The problem is they don't know why they're learning this.
Yeah.
Because this stuff isn't even being broadcast on the Chinese internet or on the news.
Yeah.
So there's all these programs springing up and PSAs and getting these people to learn this stuff. Like this is on state media. This is on People's Daily.
See. Yeah.
But nobody knows why.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's like being told, oh, you got to learn how to, I don't know, duck and cover.
Yeah.
But for no reason. They don't tell you why. They're like, oh, if you see a bright flash, duck and cover.
Yes.
By the way, you know it's bad because, you know, like you see in America, they have to teach kids how to react in a school shooting.
Yeah.
Like if you hear gunshots, you know, lock the doors and do this and that, you know, all this. Then you know it's a big enough problem in society. So when you see this in China, you know it's a big enough problem in society.
Exactly.
You can't hide it.
The difference is when the school shootings in America happen, they're on everybody's newsfeed, on breaking news, prime time, so you can identify where and when.
Yeah.
Those statistics go into statistics so that they can be accountable and try to do something about it going forward.
Yeah.
And in China, they have these random PSAs about how to avoid crazy drivers, and there's not even any news about what's happening.
Yeah.
All these copycat attacks.
Every time there's a massive thing, they always make an excuse like the driver was drunk
or sick.
Had a medical emergency or whatever, or they downplay it or they just don't show it.
Does this not confirm it's not that?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the
guy
fireman says
he
so.
says if they want to run you over, they're going to hit you.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, we decided to, you know, because we tell you it happens every day, blah, blah, blah. We're like, okay, we're going to have to be a bit more, what's the word? We need something more demonstrable.
Yeah.
Demonstrative. You know, it sounds bad. It sounds like you're a demon or something. Yeah, we're going to demonstrate, okay? Anyway.
Be a demon be doing this.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, the fact that he has to teach these kids run.
It's sad, but it's also necessary.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, this is just... Yeah. Dude's playing.
Maybe some of these attacks are not malicious.
Maybe people are just playing League of Legends on their phone or whatever.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Ripping through lights.
Yeah.
On the other side of things, there's also knife attacks.
Yeah, now we're not going to cover knife attacks today, okay? But what you see is a lot more training. As you can see, these guys have their... What is with the sound?
I didn't add that. That is from the Chinese internet.
Okay, do you guys want to listen to the sound?
Yes, I left it in on purpose.
Okay, we're going to watch this with the sound, okay?
It's a very serious topic. We broke it up a little bit. These are the drills to keep knife attackers away. Because it's out of control. China's nuts doing this right now. What is this soundtrack?
It's terrifying.
It actually is.
It's terrifying. Anyway, they're doing these drills because they're having a lot of these terrible knife attacks.
Yes.
And those yoke-looking things are basically to pin people down to the ground, and keep attackers with knives at arm's length.
Sure.
So they can't reach you. So they're doing all these drills. It's quite common, right? Now, what's happening over here is you got a bunch of people, and look, we're trying to get down to the core root of these problems. Why are we seeing so many of these attacks recently? Yes. These are migrant workers that are working for, what's the name of this place?
It's this alcohol factory.
It's an alcohol factory.
Hubei, Tianjin Garden Liquor.
Garden Liquor, yeah, okay. So they're standing on the roof. What they're doing is they're demanding their wages. These are migrant workers. They've apparently been up there for 8 days.
Wow.
This, by the way, this footage is from yesterday. Mm-hmm. So it's not like some old thing. It's yesterday. And this is a big issue. The economy is really struggling, and a lot of people are not being paid their wages, and a lot of people are very unhappy. The unemployment in the youth is massive. People are losing a lot of money.
A good way to put this is that China is trying to, their greatest fear is that society spirals out of control, right?
Yeah.
And the problem is that when they hide data all the time, they think if they hide economic figures, if they hide unemployment, and they hide that people aren't getting paid, even like we heard up in Jilin, police officers are not getting paid.
Yeah.
In certain areas. Mm-hmm. If they hide all this information, they censor it, then no one will know that it's that bad, and therefore society won't unravel. The problem is you can censor and hide things, but society's still going to unravel because those problems still exist.
Correct.
Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not going to affect you.
Correct.
Right?
So...
But this is, you could copy and paste this around the country in many circumstances.
Oh, absolutely. So we have a map here to show you. We're going to show you some incidents that have happened over the past couple of weeks, a little bit more than a week. And you can see the scope, okay? This map shows you
southeast west.
All the different places that these incidents have happened. Again, it's not like it's a single poor area of the country or a single area that's having some issues. It's the whole country.
Main cities.
Yeah, big cities all over. So we thought we'd just start with some basic things. So we're going to start in Jilin.
Let's get sad again.
Yeah, this is on November 18th. So we're going all the way back to November 18th, okay, because we got to start somewhere. A brand new ice rink that had just been completed, the roof collapsed.
Okay.
You know, here's the problem. And the people that were commenting on this particular incident were saying, you know, at least let the snow come so they can blame it on like heavy snow.
Yeah, so the Chinese netizens were like, they don't even have an excuse now because it didn't even snow.
Thankfully, according to reports, no one was inside.
Okay, good.
But I mean, seriously though, like that's just luck. It's an ice rink. That's where kids are going to go. That's where families are going to go.
Yeah.
You got a massive ice rink.
I got ice rinks.
Yeah, imagine you're in there. It's a brand new building. You don't expect it to fall on your head.
No.
Very dangerous. But, you know, luckily it's okay. But that's just corruption and shortcuts, of course.
And this stuff's happening all the time. And it's so bad, dude.
Yeah. Bring that down a little. So that was the 18th. By the way, you know, when putting this timeline together, guys... All right, let me take that down. When I was putting this timeline together, I specifically did not include any stabbing incidents, of which there have been many, many.
Oh, many.
Yeah.
We can't show that.
No.
Nor do we want to.
Yeah. Anyway, in Xiamen, in Fujian, the next day, this happened. And we wanted to talk about this last week.
Yes.
This is crazy. So, you know, everybody knows the FIFA World Cup, right?
Yeah.
it's like soccer
Yes.
or football, depending on how civilized you are. Okay, so anyway,
Uncivilized myself.
yeah, exactly.
If you're insinuating soccer is the uncivilized way to say
No, it could be football.
Could be.
Like, have you thought about this? Like, football hooligans. You never hear soccer hooligans, do you?
I think we would say that here, yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
In reference to them.
Oh, okay, interesting. Anyway, moving on. There's a pre-qualifier thing for between China and Japan.
Yep.
And this Japanese fan from Japan, he's Japanese,
Yes.
was wearing his Japan jersey.
As you do.
Yeah.
He's a big soccer fan.
And so he's walking near the venue, and all of a sudden, this massive crowd, they thought he might be Chinese,
Yeah.
wearing a Japanese jersey. So they started shouting "traitor" at him. Okay,
This poor guy.
I'll play it.
All this whole crowd is ganging up on him because he's wearing a Japanese jersey, but they think he's Chinese.
Yeah, in the
Because
beginning.
they think he's Chinese.
But they're swearing at him. They're saying "F your mom," "F you," you traitor, all this kind of stuff. But then it starts to get out of hand.
This poor guy. The cops have to escort him.
Yeah. I mean, look,
Oh my
do you see that?
gosh.
It's literally a mob. They're about to lynch this poor guy.
Dude!
Yeah.
What
It's
the heck? I didn't
like
know there's that many
1,000
people. I haven't
or
watched
so- It's
this.
like 1,000 odd people or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Shows you how out of hand in China. Because nationalism, they've done this on purpose, right? The government's stoked to this on purpose.
Yeah. Now look, they've ripped his hat off. Now,
That crowd is huge. Just for
Yeah.
this one guy?
Yeah.
They organized a march?
yeah.
A long march over here.
Yep. It gets worse though.
Please give us a like if you're watching the stream. Thank you. Drop a like for this guy, this poor guy.
Yeah,
by
this
the way.
poor guy.
Drop a like for him.
So okay, here's
This is crazy.
yeah. So they've got him cornered in this tent.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. This lone fan.
Yeah. Look what they're doing to him, the cops. We got a better
Oh,
angle.
now the cops turning on him.
Yeah.
They're ripping his shirt off. Maybe to help him, to be fair.
I mean, here's the thing. I understand what's going on, but look, now the police are forcefully, or the security guards, whatever they're forcefully ripping his jersey off. Look.
I believe that's against the rules.
Yes.
Of FIFA.
Yeah. Take a look.
Oh, and he's trying to fight back.
Yeah, I mean they're forceful.
Yeah. He's being like apologetic.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, okay? What if he wasn't wearing a shirt underneath? They'd just strip him naked, basically.
Well,
Yeah.
he's a man.
But of course, here's my issue with this: is I understand the cops realize this is getting out of hand.
Yeah.
If they don't de-escalate the situation, I mean, basically, there's going to be a murder.
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
maybe take the sacrificial lamb is take the shirt and throw it to the wolves. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
They
So
can tear it apart.
they realize the shirt's what's causing this, so they're
Yeah.
going to have to remove it. But at the same time, what kind of a ridiculous situation when you're having an international qualifier, okay?
Yeah.
Why is it that you're not allowed to wear your team's shirt? Only in China is that like acceptable,
No.
it's not like that. It's just that is incorrect.
No.
Yeah. So just to show you, hopefully, because this does go against the FIFA rules, you are
apparently
supposed
you
to.
can't take away someone's jersey if they're supporting a team.
Yeah,
right?
you're allowed to wear the jersey of your team.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to be banned from wearing the jersey of your team. But in China,
They won't. By the way, they won't hold China accountable for
No.
this at all.
but even the police are the ones taking the jersey off
Yeah.
the guy.
They won't be held accountable.
Yeah.
No one will.
It's just kind of crazy.
Yeah. This is a product of their own doing.
Yeah.
Well, if it isn't the fruits of my labor.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, Changde in Hunan. Okay, the next day, November 19th.
I don't think we have any
so
more.
the same
I don't
day.
think we have any more like nice, not nice, but like not horrible stuff.
I censored everything, okay? This is horrific. You can see this is a middle school, and they're all crowded. You can see the massive crowd up there. They're all crowded getting into the school, and we had a Revenge Against Society attack. I have blocked it out, blurred it out.
beggar there.
Yeah, that was a beggar.
Isn't this horrifying?
Yeah, so basically...
Those kids are screaming help, by the way.
Yeah, they're screaming help. A car actually drove through a crowd, knocked down a whole bunch of students, actually knocked the bollards out of the way. You saw there were bollards there. Did a U-turn, went back the way he came.
This is happening all over the country. Remember that map we showed you?
Now you're wondering why they
over.
have those, PSAs on how to avoid a car. It's because it's happening, because it's
all
real.
over the place.
Absolutely horrific, yeah. I suppose a silver lining is, obviously I had to watch all this footage and get all this material. There's one silver lining here is that the crowd ripped the guy out of the car and beat the absolute shit out of him.
Nice.
So,
Nice. That's
good. The one silver
I wish
lining.
we could have showed that.
Yeah, I would have loved to have shown that. Yeah.
Isn't
Anyway.
that insane though?
Yeah.
Like, don't take that lightly. That
No.
was a car on purpose trying to run over children.
Yeah,
at
middle school children, yeah. They're, this is unfortunate. Anyway, I covered in a video of mine, and recently you all know about this massive attack that happened in Zhuhai around that sports stadium. Remember? Where like 35 people were instantly killed and another 40-something were injured, whatever. Like, it's probably more, but it was a massive thing.
Yeah.
The next day in Zhuhai, there was another car attack, which we're not going to cover here. But there's something interesting that I did want to show everybody, is that on the 21st, people were posting photos of this. Now, along the main coastal stretch, you've been there, I've been there many times, they're now erecting bollards, right?
Everyone in the chat was saying, what the F is a bollard?
That's a bollard,
Now,
you don't know?
I think most people don't know what a bollard is.
What do you call it?
A barrier. We say barrier.
You say a barrier?
Right. Yes, barricade and barrier.
So as you can see, they've put bollards, and they obviously haven't finished yet because you can see there's still a little bit of something sticking out. Yeah. But they put bollards all the way down the sidewalks on the main stretches, and they have people patrolling with those, anti-knife attack
As we
things.
saw, isn't this all coming together now? We showed you all the training with the horrible
whatever. Woof, woof. Okay. This is now in Zhuhai, and obviously as a response to the massive amount of attacks.
Yeah.
And again, it just shows you that it's not, they keep saying it's an isolated incident. The freaking foreign ministry said it was an isolated incident, but it's okay because no foreigners were hurt, remember?
Yes.
How
is it an isolated incident when we just showed you a map of where it happened all in 1 week, every day?
Not only that, but they're doing training for kids to get away from it, and they're erecting bollards, okay?
Yeah.
And having patrols.
Yes.
If it was an isolated incident, then it's not going to happen again.
I'll tell you what.
What?
If it was an isolated incident, you wouldn't have just seen that clip of a man running over children.
Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous.
And the other billion times we're going to show you it happened in 1 week.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens the next time. Okay, the 22nd of November in Yangzhou.
Remember, guys, isolated incident.
Yeah. In Jiangsu. Let's see. We had another guy in a car drive over a bunch of pedestrians at a crosswalk. A zebra crossing. On purpose, yeah. Next, Foshan, Guangdong. Way far away. Super far away from there. On the same day. What do we have? There's people at the crosswalk. Here comes a car. Drives into them. Smack. Hits a whole bunch of people. Okay. Shangtian. This one is rough. In Shangtan. You know about Shangtan, don't you?
This is where Chairman Mao's from.
Yeah, it's pretty famous.
And ironically, the foreign ministry spokesperson, Mao Ning.
Yes.
So the person that keeps saying this is an isolated incident. It's ironic.
This also was on the 20th. So 3 of these incidents on the same day. This one is a busy morning market, where people go to buy, you can see the crowds. People are buying their stuff.
So it's a lot of people in one space.
Yeah, you go there to get your fruit and your vegetable in the morning and whatever else, your fresh food. But then, here comes
these are families.
Here comes a truck. Yeah.
27 people were hit.
Yeah.
10 of them died.
Yeah.
Officially.
Yeah, officially.
I believe the government, I don't know if this is the one, the government said, the local government and the police said that he was sick.
No, that was about this next one.
Oh, it was the next one. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. About that guy, who knows? They'll make up some excuse. This particular...
This is not insane that this is every day.
The 25th, yeah. It is. It's every day. Do you see the bus in front of us?
Oh, by the way, this is only the ones caught on camera.
Yes, yeah.
Not the ones not caught on camera.
Yeah, and there were more, okay? Yeah. We don't have a whole day here. See the bus up there above my head? Goes through a bunch of people on the crosswalk. Yeah, it was a bad one too. I didn't show any of the aftermath. I didn't show any of the other clips. Yeah, that was a really bad one. That one, they said the driver was sick.
Isolated incident, driver is sick. What's next?
Yeah.
What's next?
Yep. This is in...
Oh, I have a cold. Let me run over 40 people.
You know what he needs to do?
Jeff, take the pills, Jeff.
Seriously, though, and we're trying to make light of this because it's so depressing.
It's horrible.
That's not an excuse. This is a copycat attack, and it's happening every day. Clearly, it's someone doing it on purpose.
Yeah, every single time.
Gee, there's a pattern of events, and hundreds of people keep getting run over every single week in our country. I wonder if there's a different excuse for every single circumstance.
Yeah, because, I mean, you could excuse away a few. Yeah. Anyway, next day in Lanzhou and Gansu, November 26th. Again, we have a car here. He deliberately speeds up and runs over pedestrians.
See how it's on purpose?
Yeah. Here as well. Bunch of people at a crosswalk. Car. Whack. Smacks them over.
This is happening every day across the entire country.
Yeah.
I just can't reiterate that enough.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And there are more. And of course, like I said, I just didn't want to show them all. And look, it's a disturbing thing. It's horrible. I hate looking this stuff up. I hate putting these compilations together. And I censored them specifically. And I didn't show the terrible clips because it's rough. Anyway, this is not something about running over here. So we get a break from that now.
But
okay.
It may be worse.
Chongqing, China. You know, China's 3,000 years in the future city. Yeah. The next day on the 27th.
This is like apocalypse. That's like a horror movie.
Yeah, a building caught fire.
A whole huge building.
Yeah, you can see it here. Caught fire in the bottom and
it went up like this.
Yeah.
And the footage is like a horror movie. The people rolling around, covered in flames. Trying to douse them, but it's too late.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Like lots of people.
Yeah. You know, the problem is because this kind of building doesn't have like very good fire escape or fire warnings or fire suppression system. The fire started at the bottom, so it went all the way up and unfortunately, decimated the population of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of those ones where it's like, oh, there's no one in it. Nope. It was the opposite. It was full. Absolutely horrifying.
Yeah.
Probably not on purpose, this one, but it was very devastating.
Yeah.
And the safety in China is just so bad. It's
exactly.
so bad.
Now on to something a little weird.
Yes, very weird.
Okay.
Very North Korea.
So,
excuse me.
In Yunnan, and Yunnan is a province, right?
Yeah, big one.
But all over Yunnan, in many different cities, in the middle of the night, see here, something happened.
Was that 12?
I gotta give this guy props for his tasteful wallpaper on his phone.
I hope you're being sarcastic.
I might be.
That's so awful.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh.
Anyway, the reason he's got his phone out there.
That is the tackiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, but the important thing is the time.
Yes.
It's the time.
Take a look. It's
midnight.
17 minutes past midnight.
Yes.
Okay, and this is what he gets to hear.
Let's take it all in.
Yeah. This is a different city.
This guy's not happy.
No, he's like, F your mom, what kind of time is this? By the way, you're probably curious what's being said over the loudspeakers. It's quotes from Xi Jinping.
Yes.
At midnight.
A woman reading.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a news presenter voice.
Yeah.
Like the tenements of like whatever socialism. It's the kind of stuff that you would literally hear in Pyongyang, in North Korea, actually all over North Korea, at 6:30 or 7 a.m. when they do that over the mandated loudspeakers in people's houses.
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah.
Across the entire province. Mm-hmm. How insane is that? People were furious.
They were. Listen to it.
我你妈！
Guy's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
我操，这什么鸡巴玩意儿！我操！操你妈脑龟了个！12点钟，看突然，小区大广播开始播习近平的这个文化思想。我操！
He's basically saying, F this.
Yeah, 'cause
like, what
at
the
this
hell?
hour they
What
play
is this
this,
time? This is a bad time. What is this Xi Jinping nonsense at this time of the morning? You know?
操他妈的，什么情况到底？
This guy's getting in trouble. Oh yeah. But this had to have been a mistake.
Yeah.
Like, come on. No one's gonna be happy about that.
你妈逼比遇着外星人、遇着鬼还逼怕。
Either that. I have a theory.
You can hear it a bit louder.
Yeah, I mean, it's pumping it out to the world.
Yeah, loudspeakers.
It's just straight up. It's not just that. It's just a bunch of communist propaganda.
Yeah.
And it's insane that this is pumping out to the public at midnight. And I have two theories. Either it's a mistake and it just like they're testing like the potential of being able to pump everything out to everyone at once.
Why would they pump that out?
Or number two,
Yeah.
a local official thought this would get him in good graces or something with the central government.
Yeah, to like force his
I don't
citizens
know.
to listen to Xi
I
Jinping
guess.
drivel in the middle of the night.
So dystopian.
It's terrible.
You can't avoid it.
Nope.
China's going. I mean, I can't overstate this. China's going nuts right now.
Yeah.
It's going nuts.
Yeah, this is North Korea, like you said.
Yeah. Called it. Next, they're going to force people to have babies.
Yep.
Dogs are
Yeah.
really pissed off.
Exactly. People would be calling the restaurant and say, "You shut your livestock up." I'm sorry about that. Okay.
What's this? What's this?
So, guys, sorry. That concludes our dastardly timeline for the past week or so.
Oh, but there's plenty of show left, and there's
Oh,
plenty of
don't
horrible
worry.
things, but also hilarious.
Yes, we got good stuff. Don't worry. We have to balance things out, right? I just want to once again reiterate that we only scratched the surface in that timeline of what's been going on in China. And again, it's serious. And I want people to just, again, soak in the fact that they are teaching children how to avoid being run over by malicious vehicular murderers. That is now commonplace in China. That is now a part of the curriculum. This is now what your kid's going to go learn. They're going to go on a field trip at school to learn not to be run over.
I like the background you've chosen for this little
Yeah.
diatribe.
I just wanted to say that, you know? Anyway, yeah, I guess we got to play this properly, guys, because you know what it is. You know what it is.
Don't play this.
No, but it's got to start somewhere. Ho, ho, ho! It's the Shaban Ho 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 holiday sale.
Xiaoban Ho is our Monday show where we get up to some serious shenanigans. It's a full episode every single Monday, and if you like the China show, you'll like this even more.
For the holiday season, get locked in now to get a Shaban Ho subscription for half price.
Wow, so good.
You get 4 episodes every single month right after they finish airing live, as well as access to the entire 100-plus episode backlog of your favorite Monday show.
Great. Current full-price Shaban Ho members will be upgraded to Shaban Ho Live, where you can still see Shaban Ho Live, participate in the stream, have your questions answered, and choose the next topic.
It's up to you what you want, but either way, it's the best time to get on board, and it's definitely what you want, I assure.
This is definitely what you want, I assure.